Hey everyone, Luke here, and today we're going to talk about parasites, and we're going to talk about how we handle them naturally on a nutritional balancing program. So the first thing to realize is that in almost all cases, we don't give a specific remedy for the parasite, okay? And it's important to realize that we take a systems approach. Like in the last video I made, this is the same approach we take with parasites, just like pretty much anything on a nutritional balancing program. It's always best to take a systems approach, okay? So how do we get rid of parasites? The first thing, the most important thing to get rid of parasites is healing the host and strengthening the host, healing our bodies so they're able to eliminate them and deal with them naturally, okay? So for instance, there's lots of people that have parasites, okay? Everyone, for instance, most people have liver flukes in America, okay? Probably like 90% of people have liver flukes probably. But some people have a lot more energy, and some people are a lot more sickly than others, right? So the same thing is true in like third world countries. A lot of those people have parasites. The people that live, more in like South America, tropical climates, those people, a lot of them have parasites. But some of them just handle it fine because their bodies are strong enough where they're able to, detoxify. The kidneys and the liver are functioning properly, and they can detoxify what the parasites are throwing at them, and the body is able to keep them. Keep the parasitic load at a certain level, okay? Keep the infection from spreading too much, okay? So that's important. So it's important to realize that that's the single one most important thing. You want to heal the host first of all, okay? And how we heal the host is is taking the systems approach. We increase the oxidation rate, we remineralize the body, we bounce yin and yang, okay? Bouncing yin and yang is one of the most important things we can do to get rid of parasites. Because if you think of a parasite loves yin conditions, and most of the bodies today are too yin. Now, if you think of a parasite, think of, for example, a fungus. Okay, where does a fungus grow? A fungus will typically grow on a piece of rotting wood, right? And it's moist, it's damp, it's dark, and the wood is rotting. So the tree isn't healthy enough to, to protect itself against the fungus, right? So those all describe yin things. Damp, that is yin, right? Rotting, that's yin. Moist and watery. Those are all yin attributes, and those are the condition of the bodies. The bodies today are too damp, they're too cold, they're too watery and expanded, and all those things contribute to parasites. So one of the best things to do is making the body more yang. Also, so most people are in slow oxidation, which is more yin, and then as we increase the oxidation rate, that also makes the body more yang. Eating more yang foods, things like fruit feed parasites in the intestines, okay? Sugars, okay? Simple carbohydrates, even eating too much fat. All these contribute to the parasitic load, okay? Taking GB3, one of the things we have everyone do is take a digestive enzyme. Now GB3 is very powerful, and one thing that GB3 will do is as you ingest it, it actually helps to it starts to clear up the digestive system slowly, okay? Because it's powerful enough where the GB3 tablet is actually coated, okay? So it doesn't break down in the stomach. It's actually coated, and it doesn't start to break down until it enters the small intestine. So what happens is that it actually slowly starts to break down all the, all the old fecal matter, all the decaying tissue, all the funguses, on all the, candida in your body. So that's important to realize that the GB3 helps a lot. And that's why people get reactions to GB3. A lot of times when they start taking the GB3, their body starts to eliminate parasites. Okay, sauna therapy. This is great for parasites, specifically some parasites like Lyme, okay? Some people, I don't even know how a person would get over Lyme disease without the infrared sauna, heating the body really assists not only getting rid of infections, but parasites. Because parasites are basically a lot like an infection, to your body, there's not that much difference between a viral infection and a parasitic infection. So heating the body and causing, inducing like the fever and heating the core temperature, all the things in your body don't like that, okay? The funguses don't like being heated up, candida, even cancer cells, okay? Using the infrared sauna will even, slowly get rid of cancer cells over time, okay? Just because you're heating the tissue, and these things really don't like it. And if you think of the sauna, it's a very yang therapy. And like I said, parasites tend to live in very yin, sick bodies, okay? So GB3, sauna helps. Just drinking spring water, making sure, you're passing things, Coffee enemas definitely help eliminate parasites. Like I said, the diet is very important as well. Like I said, it's always best to take a systems approach, because we find that people don't need herbs. Herbs are mostly toxic, especially today, and they're just getting worse. They don't need any special remedies to get rid of these things, as long as you take a systems approach, okay? And, oftentimes, when people do a coffee enema, they'll see a lot of people that do coffee enemas will actually end up eliminating parasites at some point. They'll look in the toilet and they'll see worms, cysts, whatever. And that's why some people don't heal without the things like coffee enemas. There'll be people where they don't really make any progress for a year, even though they follow the diet strictly, and then they do a coffee enema, and blam, they do one coffee enema, and there's worms in their colon, obviously, okay? So it's always best to take a systems approach, okay? Now, in some cases, we do use remedies. It depends on the practitioner, what they're comfortable prescribing, and all these different things. But for maybe, for instance, Lyme disease can be really bad, and sometimes it can help to take, an herb or something like that, or some sort of anti-Lyme thing to, help overcome the first process of getting rid of the infection. But typically, we don't use specific remedies, and if we do, we like to use more natural methods, and it's only for a short amount of time. Because even herbs, most of the herbs today are slightly toxic to the body as well, and we don't typically use them. So it's always important to realize that the most important thing is improving the health of the host. Okay, so hope that helps you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later.